Welcome back to Tall Scraper, guys, and today we're going to try something different. I'm going to try using my mic on the same time as I'm recording. And yeah, I have a really great hair day. Thanks for asking, I grew it myself. Now, today we are going to talk about a thing that I struggle with a lot, and that is coming up with date ideas, and especially cheap date ideas. And so I'm making a list for you. Aren't you lucky? Yes, you are. Number 1. Go thrift shopping, or go to an antique market, or go to a flea market. And it's actually really fun to go there and see what you can find, and maybe try to think about where could that item have been before. And who knows, sometimes you might actually find something nice. While being there, you could do a brush up, like if you find some old stuff that could be cool, then reinvent it. Now, when we're talking about a brush up, this is what I mean. Like, this is a road sign that we found. It was being hit by a car, and it was left in the nature. So we took it, and we're going to make it into a table with this board that we cut, and it's beautifully cut, you can see. Oh shit. Number 2. Volunteer as extras in a film or a TV series. It's actually amazing how many jobs that there are, and it is fun to see how it is on the other side of the screen. Even though that sometimes it's a whole day you need to spend on it, but I think it was fun. And number 3, do a hobby swap. Like for example, if it was with me and my girlfriend, she would be gaming with me, and I would like do some makeup stuff. Number 4. Go to an amateur comedy club or a college musical or youth theater. We've been doing that, and it is actually really fun, especially if you go to the same place like every year or a year apart. Then you can actually see some of these young people, how they're getting better and better. And the beautiful thing is that you're not expecting everything to be exceptional. So sometimes you just find like a hidden gem, you know? You don't expect the children to be good at singing, but then suddenly there's someone who sings incredibly good, and you're like, okay. Number 5, go to a picnic. You didn't expect that, did you? And number 6, attend a dance lesson. Now, I know that, now, I'm not the born dancer, that's for sure. But it is fun being in like a hall, and when I say dancing classes, I mean one of those where there's a lot of people, so it's not that expensive, and when you are failing, then nobody's going to see it. Now, I don't know if all the countries have this app. We do in Denmark, and I know we do in a majority of Europe, and I'm not sponsored by them at all. Look at my sub count, like I'm not sponsored by anybody, but it's called Too Good To Go. The concept is that all the restaurants or supermarkets, and in this case we're talking about the supermarkets, they take all the wares that either have like dents or is not too old, but they can't sell them anymore. Then for like $3 or so, you buy a bag with like nearly expired items. And the fun thing is when you go there and get one of these bags from a supermarket, then you don't know what's in it. So you like plan that you're going to make a dinner out from whatever you get in that bag. So you don't know what you're going to get, and sometimes you need to be creative. Number 8, I think. Make a time capsule and dig it down somewhere. And again, do a brush up of some old stuff that you find. And it just turned black, everything great. Technology. And it's still black. That's great. That was just Jimmy. And number something I can't remember. Like, now we're just going to list things. Look in your local newspapers, because there's a lot of times where there's some cool event that you would never know about, but in the local newspapers, you can see everything there. And that's obviously a good thing if you're trying to plan something that you know what's going on. And you could also go ice skating or rollerblading. Roller skating? Roller skating! I don't know if that's the word for it. You could also go karaoke. And if you're not the kind of people who like to sing in front of each other, then go to a karaoke place and see other people sing karaoke, and then comment if they're good, or if they're not good, then drink. And next thing, I really should have numbered these. Well, go on a brewery tour. It's always fun. You try some new beer, and usually there's some really fun people in the tour, and it's just a great time, really. Third last thing. Can you say that? Third last? Go on a street food tour. Like if you have a food hall, then go there and try a lot of small street food things. And number 2. Make a raclette night. I think it's a raclette in English as well. I think it's a French word or something. It's one of these things. And it's a cozy dinner. It's a cozy time, and you can prepare some small food and then you can cook it together, and it's just nice. Hyggelig. And the last part is one I'm still trying to convince my girlfriend to do, and that's go fishing. I love fishing, but yeah, that might be a hard one. Maybe combine it with a picnic, you know, and then just have a wobble. Is it called a wobble in English? In the top of the water, and then just relax, have a picnic, and then you're fishing as well. If you're catching something, great. If you're not, then, well, you're having a picnic. Who knew? And now a little extra thing that you could try to, and we're going to do that, is buy one of these glass globes and then go outside and find something from the nature and decorate with. Like, you could, for example, put some dirt in here and then have some flowers or something. Yeah, I don't know how it's going to work out, but I think it's going to be cool. Maybe you could just make some stone structure or something. I don't know. Be creative, people. Now this was actually my list. So yeah, see you.